Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of This Is in My Garage. Today, I'm going to be doing some side skirts. Picked up some side skirts from a Mustang, and I got to the point where the car was looking dull. There's no body kits for it. It looks just like a family car, but a lot of us Crown Vic enthusiasts, we do a lot of things to these cars, and one thing we don't look at is trying to get a body kit. So I decided I was going to go and try to manipulate a 2003 side skirt from a Mustang onto the Crown Vic. With that being said, let me go ahead and show you what I've done. Okay guys, right here we have the 2003 Mustang side skirts. Now, it does not lay the same way as the Mustang. The reason why is because that's the reason. Our rocker panels are shaped in a curve going towards the ground. As you see the contour of the door, it goes downward and angles down into the ground. That's another reason why it does not sit exactly like the Mustang. This is going to be a terrible example of it, but so you can see how the rocker panel on the Mustang, it actually sits flat with the ground. So I am going to show you how I placed it on here. Of course, I still have a lot of work. I got some fill-in spots. I got a couple of pieces I got to add on, and then I'll go through the process and how I'm going to stick this onto the Crown Vic rocker panel. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here's one thing you need to understand, that the rocker panels on the Mustang are 70.5 to 71 inches long on the car. Okay, so what you'll need as far as materials, you'll need 2 rocker panels plus an additional side. It doesn't matter if it's a left or right. You're just going to need an additional rocker panel to complete this project. All right. Once you get your 5 pieces, your front and your back, which I'm going to show you the front. Okay, then you'll need this front piece. Okay, this front piece goes here. See, goes just like that. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the cutting wheel or jigsaw, either one you want to use, and cut right here all the way down, all the way down. Well, I'm gonna use that dirty spot as my line, my reference point, and I'm gonna cut all the way down first. This front lip and the back side come out 5 inches. Okay, make your mark, 5 inches. Okay, after you cut your 5 inches, okay, 5 inches, you measure from inside lip to the outside, 5 inches. The next thing you want to do is you want to cut, make sure everything is on the screen. You want to cut this hangover
on this. One cut this hangover.
Right here where these clips are at, these tabs. Okay, that's useless. Alright. Want to get your good grip on it and like turn it like you're opening a sardine can from back in the day. Bump it to the wheel so you know where you're at, and you slide it. After you slide it, you push it in. All right, so as you can see, where is that, right? Okay, this is why I said you're gonna have to manipulate this section right here so the door can close. You see where it's sitting. Of course, it is not screwed in place, so it's not ready at the moment. So if you look at the way this side sits, okay, on the Mustang, it actually sits flat like this, okay? But since we have to manipulate the shape of the rocker panel, all right, that means we'll have to push this in, okay? Put a screw here from the other side, all right? We'll have to put a screw here from the other side, so that way the screw will draw this in. It'll draw it in. Once it draws it in, you have to be careful with all the screws that are poking out, which of course I didn't do it on that side, but I did put screws at the bottom to hold this bottom end, okay? Now let me show you at the bottom what I was talking about right quick. Right here is the body right here, okay, where the jack lifts up the car, right? This, crap, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see it. Let me see if I can do it this way. All right, so let me do it like this. This is the body. This is the Mustang rocker panel. See how far I am from it? 5 inches, like I said, from the inside of the edge. But once you pull it in, see how much closer it gets? So you'll be right at it, okay? Now, after you glue everything, you will trim it down so you'll have the space from the body line and that rocker panel. You'll be fine, okay? Also, what I forgot to mention is I will be putting screws on top first to hold it in place where I push it in. I push it in, right? I make sure it's tight as far as it goes, and I put a screw on top. All right, now you got to do the front end. All right, now the front end is like I was saying, you have to cut this lip. You have to cut it. You have to cut this off, right? Not here, not in the front. You don't mess with this. You just mess with this back side, okay? Clear it out, because you're gonna need that space. You will be cutting this off. And I do believe you have to cut off so much and then do a notch because of that body line. Well, the body line underneath the car. The thing too, when you screw it here, you put one screw, and then you put one screw here, okay? Okay, now, this here, when you cut off of another piece like this, when you cut and put your piece in, this one, this fill-in piece, will be higher. The reason why, okay, on a 2003 Mustang, this is actually going up like this and going down on the other end, okay? So this piece and the fill-in piece will not match. That's when you take a flat iron welder, plastic welder, use the heat to shape it into that contour. This is what I was talking about. So it comes here, but it rides up. It goes up in a hill like a curve, okay? It curves up, all right? This is off a little bit, but what I'll do is I'll put some heat. I'll bring it down to match it as close as I can, and then I'll fill this area up and fade it down to fill it in. This I will sand it, mold it in. This the same way, mold it in, okay? Now, you're wondering if it's straight all the way down. Here you go. What you do is take a peek down the edge, okay? This way, and you can see where it's out and where it's in. You see how it rides, where the exhaust is riding out. So what you do is you push it in a little bit and you put a screw from the bottom. But you have to take it off and then put it back on and then take it off again if it's not right. You have to do that several times. Well guys, that's going to conclude the first phase of the side skirts. I will have a part two. Part two, I will be doing the adhesive, how to get it all together and button it all up. Once again, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to the channel. And those of you that just saw this video, welcome. And don't forget to also comment. Thank you once again for watching. This is In My Garage. See you on the next one.